than I think we have seen in that.
So I have one little surprise for you, because you've been very generous to drive me all the way here.
Yeah.
So I dropped the team here and there.
Have you bought me a car? Have you bought me this? Have you bought me this?
Give me 2 seconds. Is it this button here? I'm going to try and do this so that it doesn't blind me. Oh, we can go higher. Oh, that's aggressive. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the inside of the Bentley Flying Spur. And we start very early in the morning. I've got 2 energy drinks down here. I'm fully loaded and ready to go on what could possibly be one of the most pointless journeys ever. And I will wait until Sam is in the car, because I'm on the way to pick him up from my local train station. And today we are traveling over 500 miles in one day for Sam. This is Sam's idea, and I've chosen with no other reason than the fact that I am driving a Bentley so that it will be comfortable and enjoyable. There's no other reason for me to do this journey. If I was offered to do this journey and I had access to any other car other than the Bentley Flying Spur, I probably wouldn't be doing it. But there is something so enjoyable and relaxing about driving this car that doing 500 miles in a day just doesn't even bother me. I have arrived 10 minutes early and Sam is already here. So I don't know how he's managed that.
This is so nice.
Have you opened the passenger door to tell me that, and then you're going to get in the back?
I'm going to get in the back. There's a queue of traffic. Where should I put all my stuff? In the boot?
Oh. There is a queue of traffic. There's 2 cars behind us. Now, for all of those that complain about the train network and...
God!
Welcome!
This has just made... that's not auto close. Oh, this is lovely!
I was just giving people a speech to say those that complain about the British Transport Network and how late they always are, you're actually 6 minutes early.
Well, I actually got on an earlier train, weirdly. Didn't realise I was doing that, and then it arrived, I was like, oh.
I see.
I'm quite early, but this is, oh my God. Because I woke up at 5:30 this morning.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I really could deal with a nap right about now. And now I'm sitting here, I'm thinking that would be the perfect thing. So, onwards, please.
I'm going to get some fuel,
Oh.
and then we're going to start making some tracks up the M1.
Have I got a sunroof?
You do, you do.
Have I disclosed you? Oh no, who goes? Oh, this is just lovely.
You have an authentic starlight roof lining, as in you look through the window and see the stars.
Oh, and I got heated seats. Oh, this...
I have no idea what's back there, by the way. Obviously.
So I've got my own little screen, and I got heated seats, all cooled seats. I think I've got massage seats. Oh, I've got massage. Oh my God, yeah. Back here is a vibe.
I might call Bentley and see if there's someone that can drive us both up there.
Is it nice to drive? It must be lovely.
It's so nice to drive. For me, I wouldn't have done this trip. I wouldn't have even offered my services if I didn't have this car.
Very on you, I have to say. I was quite shocked when you agreed to it. Most of you like, screw that to the train, mate.
Let's get petrol and wait until daylight before we continue with the journey.
I'm gonna cross on maybe.
Better in the front or back?
Sorry. I mean, as that was proving, it's better in the front. No, I like being in the front. It's amazing in the back.
Yeah,
it is amazing. But I felt a little antisocial.
Yeah, I mean, it is very chauffeuresque of me to not only drive you 200 miles north, all to collect a car. This whole day has come about And as I said at the beginning, I don't actually remember what I said at the beginning. It was so early. But this whole day has come about, and I've said yes to this purely because I've got the Bentley Flying Spur to drive.
Like, honestly, I'll tell you all, there have been many times when I've said to Paul, "Oh, what are you doing next week?" And he's like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Well, I need a lift somewhere." And I would say 99% of the time, he's like, "I've got to get a haircut."
Yeah, there's always an excuse.
There's always an excuse. And you would text me, I was like, "What are you doing next week?" I've got this Bentley. And I was like, if you've got a Bentley, how do you fancy a road trip?
Yeah,
So,
you were going to get a train up towards York area.
Yeah.
And honestly, the times that I've driven this car, I have been more than happy to sit in traffic. I've been more than happy to take the longer route. And I don't really care whether I'm sat at lights. I'm not rushing to the destination. Honestly, this is the most luxurious. You know me, as do these guys. I'm a GT driver. I'm a Grand Tour cruiser, and we're in the cruise now, about to arrive. Well, not about to arrive at our destination.
Still got a long way to go.
But I am just a complete piece behind the wheel of a car that is so smooth, so quiet, but has the power. It pulls like a train. This is like the Japanese bullet train, but built with luxury.
It just looks stunning. I mean, everything inside. I love Bentley.
Yeah.
I love Bentley.
So do we have, like, I don't know whether it's a guilty pleasure, but I think because we always aspire to having the next supercar, like a hardcore track-focused, really, really fast car for the Monaco Alps, we both really secretly want a Bentley Continental GT.
Continental GT is literally my
It's not really
dream.
a secret.
No, it's not a secret at all. I spent so much time driving them a few years ago that I came back saying, that's what I'm going to do, and then I looked at the £200,000 and I went, maybe not. But for me, I would have this every day of the week over, well, firstly over a Ghost, Rolls-Royce Ghost.
Yep.
I'd have this over an S-Class, over a 7 Series. Like, for me, what Bentley do so well is everything feels bespoke. Like the details in here. Firstly, this dash has like a textured raw wood feel to it.
Yep.
But then all the leather, like everything about it, it's a stunning place to be in. But then, as you say, super comfortable, great to cruise, and then looks amazing from the outside. It just ticks every box.
Do you know the one thing? I've spent a lot of time in EVs over the last couple of months, right?
Oh, okay.
So have you. And I say that there's an air of luxury in driving in complete silence. When you're driving through central London and you have got no motor chugging along at idle, anything like that, there's an air of luxury to it. Getting into a proper luxury car wipes the floor with any EV in terms of having a tranquil environment, having the Bentley by 9 sound system, which to me is the best sound system in any car ever. But why do you need a lift? Why do you need a 250-mile lift that you definitely could have got the train in?
Oh, it would have been so awful to get the train. I was dreading getting the train.
I basically saved the day. I had nothing going on today. Like,
well, that's lucky, isn't it?
Yeah, but I've kind of like blocked out the day to basically drop you off so that you can collect a car.
Yes, well that's exactly why I needed the lift. So we're headed to Alexander's Prestige.
Yeah.
One of my favourite dealerships in the UK, always insane.
It's going to be a first for me.
You haven't been ever before?
Never been,
So much nicer
but
than you've been.
literally, I've seen every single car that they've had in and out of stock for the last 3 years.
They churn through stock. Like,
Really?
it blows my mind the amount of cool stuff coming and going every single week. So yes, I've been up there loads of times over the last 18 months or so, and most recently, well, Andrew from Alexander's came on the podcast, and him and Tony kind of ganged up and said that I should get a new daily because they both thought the X3 was boring. And I was like, well, that's a bit harsh. So I went up there as like a bit of a joke, being like, okay, well, look, come on, Andrew, show me what you got. Fell in love with like 6 different cars and went, oh, maybe I should. So today, unbelievably, Alexander's giving me a long-term loaner.
Well, I mean, what better excuse to put miles on the Bentley?
I mean, and it's slightly worrying. I mean, how's anything going to live up to this? You're going to be the Defender, back to London.
This is the level of luxury that Sam was experiencing for a small percentage of the drive. But we have made it. I don't know what you're doing.
Have you seen, like, is that, I bet it's like crystal. Maybe it's just glass.
Oh, yeah.
Details. That's what I love about it. It's just details.
Well, here we are.
Speaking of details.
Oh, what an entrance.
I came around the corner. I genuinely had like no idea. I keep an eye on these guys' stock all the time.
As do I. You visit here. This is the first time that I've been here. And firstly, this estate, I'm going to call it an estate, is unbelievable. There's cars over there. The showroom is huge because it also is
It goes all the way, so that's the service centre back there. They got the wash bay, they got detailing bay. I mean, I sound like I'm like I'm working out at Tony's, but it goes on for miles. But this is, I still don't know how I feel about these.
This is the first one I've seen in the flesh.
Yeah, second one I've seen in the flesh, I think.
I like it. I think the dimensions are really cool.
Dimensions cool, and you start to notice much better details around it. Like looking into the engine bay, I think is cool. It inherently looks and feels a bit more special in the flesh.
Yeah. I mean, it's a step up from the Gran Turismo
Just
that
a
they've
bit.
been producing for the last 25 years. Masks on. And inside to the Batcave. Oh my god. Oh, it's nice and warm as well.
Oh my god!
Oh yes, here it is. So this is the car that you're taking away.
Can I just go and look at that for 2 seconds, and then I'll come.
Okay, I will do a quick whip around of some of the cars that they've got in here, because Alexandra Prestige, for me, stand out on Auto Trader a lot because the cars that they have got are always impeccable. The specs. Look at this R8. I love this with the red brake calipers. There's a car in particular. I'm here.
Cool.
Is it good?
So good. But also,
this car here.
See, now I think this is a bit of you.
Yeah.
Because obviously we often talk about the fact that for you the AMG GT was one of your favourite. Oh, GTS. GTS? What did you have?
GTS.
Was one of your favourites. Is that a GT?
This is just an AMG GTS? Or GTC maybe?
We're getting distracted. I think given where you are at in your life, this could be right up your street.
Yeah.
Bit of kit. Or, this is
Wraith?
one of my favourite spec rates I've ever seen in my life. All the money. All the money.
290 grand.
But like, look at that interior.
Yeah. I think this is a nicer Wraith than the green one. Look at the colour.
3 Wraiths. Which of the 3 Wraiths are you going to have?
This one.
This one?
Yeah.
Yes, this is nice. Oh, that's okay. I think Tony's going to buy one of these, but maybe the newer one.
Really?
He keeps like subtly mentioning it, which I mean,
beasts.
it's very Kent of him if he does.
Oh, and they've got some more cars around the back here.
I told you that's the one that I wanted to see.
The Porsche's beeped.
Where are they taking it? That's the brand new GTS. I've been really intrigued by that.
Still love these.
So, can you understand why I came here to do the My Next Day shopping? Like, it's absolutely
Oh
nuts.
yeah. Look, it's a new facelift.
This is a brand new facelift.
Yeah, with the
There's
new
like-
interior.
There's none of them in the country. New
Yeah.
interior, new front end. They got rid of the turbo now. I'm getting far too excited about McCann. I don't usually like
No,
McCanns,
I
but
like McCann. Oh, look at this as well. Look at this like detail here.
yeah. What is that? GLC.
Oh, they have got some properly cool
It
cars
goes all the
here.
way on down the side if you want to go.
I think we've seen enough. I think we have seen enough.
So I have one little surprise for you because you've been very generous to drive me all the way here.
Yeah.
So I dropped the team here and there.
Have you bought me a car? Have you bought me this? Have you bought me this?
You can drive anything you like.
Really?
One car. Don't take the piss. But the guy said, yeah.
Sick.
So pick a car and you can go, because I got to film my collection. I was like, it's a bit of a ball ache for you to drive all the way here and then leave. So you can drive anything you like.
Oh, I was going to say I love the branding. Love the branding. Thank you very much. Now, considering it's dry,
Take a Porsche.
no. I might actually go for the unsung hero that is overlooked by almost every single petrol head and car enthusiast and go after the four-door AMG.
As I said, I think it's perfect for you.
Do you know what? It is very big. But considering the luxury that we've had in the Bentley, I think you'd get a level of luxury with this. I have been quite vocal online, talked about it a bit. Look at the interior.
It's everything you want, where fundamentally you're going to sit in comfort cruise mode 95% of the time, but on the off chance that you suddenly want to accelerate somewhere, it's an AMG GT.
Fastest four-door on the Nürburgring.
Hello.
What more could you want? Well, that is a very, very cool way of ending this video. And the 230 miles that we've taken to drive up here, and obviously we've got to drive back as well, which will probably be at night. I'm going to turn this camera off. I'm going to go and get my GoPros. I'm going to load this up while Sam films that Defender. So head over to this man's channel if you want to know exactly what it is like to live with a Defender 90, because that is all to come with this man here, whilst I am going to get ready and prepared to drive this. Oh, has it got the aero pack? Is this the aero pack? This is the aero pack. Oh. Okay, yeah. This is a smart toy.